With the official announcement at D23 of an Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming to Disney Plus, we'll finally get something that Star Wars fans have been demanding for years. The story of the life of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the years between Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and Episode 4, A New Hope. Now that the long-rumored return of Obi-Wan is official, it's worth looking at some of the questions that should be answered in such a series. So let's look at 7 of the most important questions that might be touched on in the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming to Disney+. Number 7. What happened when Obi-Wan found out that Anakin Skywalker had survived Mustafar? Obi-Wan Kenobi clearly didn't expect his former apprentice to survive when he left him on Mustafar, but had obviously learned otherwise by the time he crossed paths with Luke in the original movie. That discovery must have hit Obi-Wan like a ton of bricks, and it would be interesting to capture that reaction on screen. Number 6. How did Obi-Wan Kenobi cope with the events of Revenge of the Sith? Things were moving too fast to give Obi-Wan a proper chance to reflect on the loss of Anakin, the Jedi, and the Republic as they happened. But once he was on Tatooine, he had nothing but time to think about everything that had gone down. Anyone in his shoes would have suffered serious PTSD. And since he never addressed the effect those losses had on him later on, this would be our chance to understand his anguish as never before. Number 5. What were Obi-Wan Kenobi's interactions with young Luke Skywalker like? The whole point of Obi-Wan's exile on Tatooine was to watch over Luke and protect him from the Sith and the Empire. Did he watch him from afar? Was he a regular part of Luke's life until Uncle Owen cut the lines of communication? It would be great to see how Obi-Wan influenced young Luke's character, if at all. Number 4. Did Obi-Wan have any contact with Yoda or Senator Bail Organa while on Tatooine? Both of the surviving Jedi Masters had gone to great length to go off the grid after the rise of the First Galactic Empire, so communication with each other would have been a risky proposition. But was there really no contact at all for nearly 20 years? Had Bail Organa not spoken to Obi-Wan at all before sending Leia to look for him? Could Obi-Wan and Yoda have used the Force to communicate, or would that have helped the Sith track them down? Number 3. What was the nature of Obi-Wan's interactions with the Force ghost of Qui-Gon Jinn? Yoda's last piece of training for Obi-Wan was to teach him how to communicate with his master, Qui-Gon Jinn, who had died several years earlier on Naboo in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. What were those interactions like? Were they similar to Luke's interactions with the ghosts of Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Anakin? Did Qui-Gon teach Obi-Wan the path to becoming a Force ghost himself once his time came? Number 2. Did Obi-Wan ever leave Tatooine during his exile? 20 years is a long time to be stuck in one place, and it stands to reason that events may have transpired that required Obi-Wan to leave Tatooine for short periods now and again. It would have been risky to leave Luke alone for too long, but it seems far-fetched to imagine that Obi-Wan Kenobi never left the planet once in all that time. And number 1. What happened to make Uncle Owen shut Obi-Wan Kenobi out of Luke Skywalker's life? This is the million-dollar question because, as far as we saw in the prequel movies, Obi-Wan seemed to at least be on fairly good terms with Owen and Beru Lars. That means that something happened in the intervening years to change that. And if I know parents as well as everybody else does, odds are good that it was something that put Luke in grave danger. What exactly could have happened to cut off the lines of communication? We may well find out once the Obi-Wan series, set to begin filming in 2020, hits Disney+. For now though, thanks for watching this video, and as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave them in the comments section below, as well as anything else you'd like to see covered in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. If you'd like to support the Star Wars Wavelength YouTube channel, please click subscribe so that you can check back in whenever new videos are posted. Thanks again for watching, and may the Force be with you, always.